Good afternoon, everybody. I am doing this video totally on a whim. I've had one of those weeks where I just need to speak out about some things. And so what I decided to do is I decided to start a whole entire series called The Death of the Professional Beauty Industry. Okay, so those of my friends, hi Rachel, those are my friends that aren't in the industry, is this pertaining to you? In a way, it actually is. So this is the kickoff of that series, and like I said, this is like totally on a whim, but I'm just very frustrated, and talking to some friends today, I was trying to explain to them some things about, hi Tara, about the industry, and for those of you that don't know me, I have actually been in the beauty industry 23 years. We're actually going on 24, it'll be 24 years in June. So I've been a professional licensed cosmetologist since then. And so that is mainly my background. In that time, I ended up starting a salon or helping build a salon. And I actually ended up owning that for about 12 years. So I've been in the industry a long time, and I've seen it transform, and I've seen it evolve, and it's really a frustrating thing for those that are in the industry. So within all that time, I actually ended up, hi Jacqueline, hi Retna, hi Bobby. I'm going to try to stay focused because I'm like, squirrel, like, ah. I have so much to say that I could just go on and on and on, so that's why I'm like, I have to break this up into a series. So over all this time, I saw the industry really evolving, and you know what? Everything evolves, okay? So it's not that it was never going to happen. I mean, everything evolves. But what's happened is so many professionals are really struggling because they haven't evolved with it, and it's going to be really hard for them if they don't start looking at new ways that they can bring in revenue and new systems and look at things that are going to help them, because salons are closing every single day because they just don't even know what to do anymore. Okay, so I've been posting a few posts here and there, talking about salon only products ending up in, mass retailers, and I've been talking about all those things. Yes, I have heard of Monet, and multi-level companies just aren't for me. So I'm not interested, and I'm not going to even be talking about multi-level companies, because that actually is one of my topics that will be in this series. Okay, so I'm just trying to stay on track here. So I recently helped launch a brand new program that is geared for salons and spas, and I am so blessed, and I am super excited about what it is that we've achieved. And so a lot of people have been reaching out to me, and they're like, okay, what are you doing? What is this? What's going on? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? So I actually sold my salon a few years ago, and I'm semi-retired. Say semi-retired because the beauty industry is my passion, okay? That is what drives me. That is what, I can't sleep at night because I have that much of a passion for the industry. And so when I see my colleagues struggling like they've been struggling, and they're all coming to me, they're like, what did you do? What did you, how did you become successful? How did you get your salon successful? What kind of programs were you implementing? And so I would help them, and I have salons and spas that I help and work with all over the entire, country. But it needed to be bigger, it needed to be better, and there needed to be even a better system. So the company that I actually work with, and I don't work for them, I'm actually independent, but it's a company that I'm actually working with. They came to me and they said, you know what? We want to build a program that's going to help these salons and spas, and we know that you have a lot of knowledge and experience with that. So will you help us do this, and will you help write a curriculum, and will you be a part of this project? And I was like, yes. I mean, that is honestly a dream come true for me. So I spent the last year working on this project, and I am truly, absolutely blessed to be asked to do something like this, because honestly, being in the industry as long as I have, there is nothing else out there that can help salons like this, okay? And I know that for a fact. I've lived it, I breathed it. This is it, okay? So it's the only program I know that can generate another 6 figures into a salon. And I know that sounds like really crazy, and I know that sounds kind of like one of those things, and it's not. It's actually about me and me helping train people that can actually go into a salon type atmosphere and ask them, more about their salon and spa and what do they have going on. And then what we do is we actually customize different systems that they can start implementing within their business that is going to bring in revenue, okay? So I can't talk about all that right now because we actually just came off of a 4-day training in October where we launched this whole new program. So it's a 4-day training. But what I'm going to do is explain to you why this is absolutely needed, okay? And what it is, and then what it's going to do, and then how all of you can help, okay? So because that's a lot, it's going to be a series. So what I'm going to be going over in the series, and I will try to come up with some type of a schedule so that you guys know when to tune in, but my schedule is very random. Hi, Emily, and I don't like to plan a whole lot of things around, because I don't have to go around my schedule. When I was busy at my salon, I was booked out months in ahead, and I had a very strict schedule. So now that I'm in this semi-retirement, I try not to have that strict of a schedule, but I think that it's important for me to have a schedule for this, okay? But over this course of series, and I don't even know how long it's going to be, I'm going to be I'm going to discuss diversion. Okay, so for those of you that are in the industry, you've heard about diversion. Maybe even those that aren't in the industry have heard about diversion. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to be talking about ownership of companies. Okay, so a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the boutique companies that have either makeup or skincare or salon products have been bought up by the big guns like Estee Lauder and L'Oreal and Unilever, those kind of companies. So I'm going to be talking a lot about that. I'm also going to be talking about salons with employees versus salons that offer chair rental or booth rentals. So that's going to be a subject as well. And then I'm also going to be talking about distribution. Okay, so I'm going to be discussing how distribution has changed over the years, and in fact, I'll actually go back to the 1960s when salon products were born, basically. I'm going to be talking about how, if you think of back then, when these companies were born, they needed salons and spas to get the word out about their products, right? And so what they would do was provide salons and spas with education, educate them on their products, and then the salons and spas would carry their products, use them on their clients, and then their clients would buy them. So the manufacturers needed the salons at that time. But if you think about it, over the years, distribution channels have changed, and a lot of these companies are actually just going right to the consumer, and they're bypassing the salons. So that's actually a big subject. I can't believe I made that number 4. But that is really what's going on right now. Every single day I open up my Facebook and I am in so many different hair groups, and people are just like, oh my gosh, like what am I going to do? Because for those of you that aren't in the industry, retail is a huge part of their income. Okay, so they have pretty much devoted, a lot of them are so loyal to these companies, and they have They have marketed these brands for years and years and years, and basically took them to the consumer. And now a lot of these companies are like, we're just going to go right to the consumer because we can make more money that way. But with, in turn, a lot of these companies being bought out by the big companies, they are changing the ingredients. The products aren't always as good as they were. So that's going to be a huge subject as well. And then I'm going to talk about, the fifth thing that I'm going to talk about is trends. Okay, so trends meaning hair trends, beauty trends, that kind of thing. So it is going to be an ongoing series. If you know any professionals, please, 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 please start sharing these videos, because it honestly is going to make or break their business. It's going to help them tremendously. And for consumers, if your local salon ends up closing its doors, that affects you, okay? If your local salon is having to try to find ways to bring in more revenue because they're losing that revenue, that's going to affect you, okay? And, the thing is, people are like, oh, well, that's great that I can now go here and get that. It's really a bad thing for everybody. So, like I said, I can't wait to share with you guys everything that we have created, everything, and there's reasons why. I'm going to go over that. And this was a soft launch that we did in October. We're going to improve it a little bit, and then we're going to be launching it again early next year. So we're going to keep on going with this, because this is definitely an industry changer. It will change the industry, no doubt about it. And so right now that's where I'm passionate, because I see all these posts, I see all these people struggling, and I can't talk to all of them. So I need help with doing that. I need help with spreading the news that they don't have to suffer like that anymore. So keep on watching what I'm doing. I'm going to keep just putting information out there, and we can all make things better for everybody. So thanks for joining me, and I will put up the schedule soon, and I will also I'll be back soon too. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.